welcome. This is Detective Lazaria. I wanted to see if Experience Fairbanks Grout would like to come through. And
it's my happy place.
Cool. So I did a off-camera session and I finally got something that I was like, oh, wait, okay, hold up. And that is that name right there, John, because that last name is because she married a John. And I was like, oh, okay. So now I thought, well, maybe I should turn on the camera. So if you're here, now, I mean, it took you a while, I think, but it says John and we are family. And then it says, it's my happy place. So Experience is the mother of Hopestill Fairbanks.
Despair.
Well, and Jonas Fairbanks is the father of Hopestill. So there was a nice little way for
Shop.
Maybe back in those days they did have places to shop. I don't know. Or maybe she worked at a place where you shop, like a store. Unfortunately, they don't have much on those type of things. So if Experience Fairbanks Grout would like to come through, let me know if she's here. I did create your page on Find a Grave, and I linked your spouses. I also linked your page to your children. However, yet again, the person that owns the Sarah Phillips page keeps declining both Jonas and your name.
Let's sit and talk.
Awesome. So maybe she is here. Well, there's a chair if you want to sit, but you might have to knock the kitty cat ball that's reddish off, or you can just float over it. So like I said, I created the page for her and I was going to ask if she wanted to come through, and so I got the name John and I was like, oh, that's right. And then it says be your family. I mean, by marriage, she was. So from 1768 to maybe 1775, before she passed away. Again, there's no death certificate, sadly, so there's no pure, like, true date that tells us when she passed, but there was a will that was created in mid-January 1776. So my assumption is maybe she passed around 1775. And during this time was the war, or the beginning of the war. So perhaps things got a little hectic out there in Massachusetts.
Torture.
Well, Spirit Talker does say that word a lot, but yeah, I mean, there's always a lot of torture in life. So she lost her first husband, who was at the time 40 or 41 when he passed, in 1761. And even he didn't really have a passing certificate. I'm just going to say passing instead of the other word. But people did note that he did pass away in that year. And again, the son, Hopestill Fairbanks, passed away 1779. So, hold up. Wait a minute. Am I catching on something? I think I am. So think about it. He went to the American Revolutionary War. PTSD occurred. Supposedly he went insane. But if his father passed away in...
Demonstrate.
If his father passed away in 1761, his father wasn't there. It was his stepfather, which was the John Grout. Is that right? I think that's right. Okay, if I'm right. So if his mother passed away in 1775 and he passed away in 1779, I can see the fact that he lost both of his parents obviously made him, very sad and depressed. And then on top of things, his brothers also passed away in 1775 and 1776. So it seems that he lost a lot of his close family, from his parents to his brothers. Let me see if any of his sisters passed away. Yes, but I don't know exactly what date, but Miriam.
Taunt.
Marion, I'll just show you. I don't know why I'm not showing you. So basically it looks like Miriam passed away in 1779. Oh, that could have been around the, see, 1779. But see, well, I was trying not to say it. But anyways, this one, 1775. That one, 1776. And then the mom, again, based on the will, I believe, either around that time or early 1776. And then the father passed away 1761. So there you have it. So I think that's why the unfortunate young man who was only 22 or 23 ended up committing the S word. After supposedly going insane, as they call it. But he wasn't insane, he was just superly depressed, sad, lonely, and going through a lot, and there wasn't a lot of comfort to control his emotions. Am I right? So I'm hoping that when you did pass away, despite your choosing your way of going, that you were still able to reunite with your father, your mother, and your brothers. And obviously, eventually now, all of them. Is there any way you can give me
Jasmine.
Is there any way you can give me a confirmation on that? If you can tell me if I was pretty much close to on the dot of what happened? Hopestill? If the thing is, if the will was created and it said late wife of John Grout, that means she passed away. If the will was created around January, I don't know if it was 13 or something or other, I forget. But 1776, that means she must have passed away late 1775, perhaps?
I was killed.
Well, that could have been, again, his brother or his other brother, both of them. The one with the E or the one with the R. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, I don't know. Oh.
Struggling.
And of course, Hopestill was struggling with his emotions, his feelings, his he was struggling to keep it all together. Again, imagine losing your parents. Aw, exactly.
Feel.
How he, I'm feeling how he felt. Or I'm expressing how he felt. Just, again, I don't know exactly how he felt, but I just feel like if you lost your parents, you lost your two close brothers before you passed away. Well, he chose to pass away. And then you had, I don't know how his stepdad was, but maybe they didn't get along as much compared to his actual dad, his biological dad. And let's see. And then I don't know exactly when his sister passed away, but it just says 1779, so that's about the same year as he, and I couldn't find her page.
Please believe us.
Well, you're in luck. I got a group of people that believe in you, as well as myself. And then when you say us, you mean spirits. Yep, I got a few. I got some followers that are believing in you. Or as they call it, subscribers. And of course, I believe in you. So I don't know if Experience watched and saw that I did this page for her. But I just felt like, well, I mean, somebody just recently created Jonas's. Why not create yours? Even if he has no burial details, it's something. Yeah.
Courage.
It took a lot of courage to do what the boys did. They went and fought the war for their country, for their state, their people. They fought. And unfortunately, they died during battle. And one, unfortunately, died a few years after, which was again Hopestill. It did say, just so you know, here we start here. John, we are family. I'm happy. Sorry, it's my happy place. Despair, shop. Let's sit and talk. Exactly. Keep going.
Keep going.
I don't know about Jasmine. That could just been a random spew, or maybe it's like they remember having a jasmine bush where they lived or where their headstones are. I don't know. So unfortunately, again, there's no certificate that shows us where Experience is, but I did find John. And then when I went to that cemetery, I typed in, also the last name, but I didn't get anything close to her. No dates that matched, and nothing with name. I was like, oh. So I don't know what happened, but again, he passed away, John Grout, 1796. So obviously, the cemetery that he was actually buried in was for later dates versus 1775, 1776. So there are different types of cemeteries that were established during certain times. I went to the 1688 or whatever it was, to like early 1700, nothing. Couldn't find her. Exactly.
Different.
It's a different cemetery that you're probably in, but there's no pure record that shows us. So it's a bummer. I really wanted to tack and put your burial place and add it, but I don't know. But I take it you're saying that you are indeed buried somewhere. It could be a possibility of maybe a potter's field where they don't have a true marking. Or maybe near the home. Wrong? Oh, okay.
Wrong.
Nope, not a potter's field. Got it. Unless she was saying, no, I'm not buried. Can you light it up if you weren't buried? Okay. Wrong. Potter's field? Sorry. Let me rephrase that. You're not buried in a potter's field. Is that what you mean when you put wrong? Like, no, I'm not there. I'm not in a potter's field. That's wrong. Okay. Got it. Got it. Just trying to get to the clues here. This is Detective's little brain working. Are you buried close to home? Possibly. Yeah. I'm basing it off an EMF meter going strong. You can tap a cap or excuse me, capall to super confirm.
My name is Dorothy.
Oh, that's right, little Dorothy. Hi, little Dorothy. I did have you earlier. It said little boy, and I said, is Dorothy here? And I think you two were playing because it said the children sing. So hi. Again, I got a little ringing bell ball right there that's red on the chair. You can bap it off. Play with that. I don't have the ghost motion detector on. I know you like to play with that, but it's not on. So your toys are, again, that, the ping pong ball that's on the table, or maybe one of these. And again, you can play with little Arthur Robinson. You can do the little bippity bap while we're talking and communicating with the Fairbank family. So I just said, my name is Dorothy. Excuse me. I'm going to reach for my water again and have a sip of water. And yes, I will need to get ready for bed at some point. About 15 minutes, okay? Hopefully. I mean, it is Friday night, so that's the way I could stay up. But again, I was going to try to do some other things prior to this before going to bed. Ooh.
I'll use my voice.
Okay. I'm going to be quiet.
I screamed.
Okay, well, I don't know if the audio from the camera caught it, but my lovely ears unfortunately did not catch that scream. So again, hopefully the camera's mic did. So I can't believe it actually said, I'll use my voice, and it said I screamed. I don't know who this is. Was this maybe somebody from the Fairbank family that screamed? Is it Dorothy that's... Oh, I can say, is it Dorothy that screamed? So again, can you imagine a child like, hello, hello, like, can you not hear me? And I'm like, totally like spacing out because I'm like trying to listen, but I don't hear anything. So that could be it. Maybe little Dorothy is like trying to get my attention. I cannot hear her. So she started to scream. And that's why she put, aw.
They left me.
Well, I mean, if it's imagine, I think it could be like Hopestill. Okay, Hopestill. When your parents passed away from 1775 to 1779, did your siblings, the ones that were still living, did they leave you because of what happened to you? Yeah? So when you, yeah? So when you put they left me, that means it's the siblings that were, let's say Deborah, Sarah, Mary, the other Experience, and then, what do you call it? Joseph. Did they all just desert you because of, you quote, going insane? And didn't want to deal with you, unfortunately?
Control.
Either you couldn't control yourself, or maybe they didn't want to control you, or they couldn't control you. Or the thing that was bothering you was controlling you. Your emotions were controlling you, basically. Like you were basically like a human puppet, and you were being in a movement by the emotions. And so you were feeling dread, a sorrow, pain, maybe some hatred, agony, maybe torment, and so forth, so forth. And so you're just being dragged along in this little, I guess, husk or shell of a body. And you were tired of being controlled by it. And so finally you took control. And then in 1779.
Creativity.
Again, 1779, you did, end up leaving. I'm trying to find this page, sorry. November 29th.
Floorboards.
And I don't know if this was their home, but this is the grandfather of Experience. This is her grandfather's home that became a historical home. So I'm just wondering if the family got to live in there for a while, or at least visited that home. And I'm assuming they're usually near each other, the homes back in those days. They weren't too far away. So there's probably other I don't know what happened to those homes, but I'm assuming there are others near. And they probably look very similar to the way that one looks. So again, just so you guys can see, this is the son. He was 22, almost 23. Unfortunately, again, decided to go. Okay.
I reminisce here.
So maybe they reminisce in that home? Is that what you're letting us know? You maybe reminisce at home? So the very first discovery of you was probably a year and a half ago or so by C-Fan Spirit Box. And I was the one that helped find out who that stone belonged to. And I was like, you need to go back. That is blah, blah, blah. And he died because of this. And that's how. And that's why he's over there at the very edge of that fence. Please go back. And so, of course, Chris did. Now that he also did his work too. But if it wasn't for my little detective eyes that saw the matching algae on the stone of what he was filming and what was on his page. And I had to go through a few, but I finally found it, and I was like, that's him. And so here we are, a year and a half or so later, where I finally added his father, Jonas, and his mother, Experience. And we're waiting for the siblings to join in on his page. Slowly but surely. So far we just got Experience Whitney, that's it. And hopefully the others don't decline my suggestion. I'm like, why do you keep declining my suggestions? Here, I'll show you. This is what I don't get. If I can find it. Hold up. It might take a while. You worry?
Worry.
Hold on, I gotta find her. If I can. I mean, she's in this long list. I think I can cheat, maybe? Hold on. I'm going to have to cheat just a little. Hold up. I knew it. I had that gut feeling. It was that. Please hold. Gotta put her passing here. So again, this is his sister right here. Sarah Fairbanks Phillips, age 44. And then it literally says right here, parents, Jonas Fairbanks, and Experience, and then wife of Andrew Phillips.
They blamed me.
And what was interesting, the fact that I had to add her name to Andrew's page, because I was like, I know they're going to decline it. So, take that. So again, I don't know why they didn't let me, again, accept my thing. Literally. Anyways, something about wrong area or wrong memorial or something. I'm like, that makes no sense. Anyways, they blame me. That could be, again, Hopestill, where maybe he felt the blame because of what, what he chose to do. Did you have to go through some transition phase, Hopestill, because of the way you left the world? Was there a little judgment phase where you had to go through some stuff just to get cleansed of your pain, your sorrows, and your way of you leaving the world? Is that something you can confirm? Because I'm sure everyone is curious. If someone were to do that, do they have to go through some testimonial or some cleansing or judgment phases before entering heaven? Nothing on the EMF meter. Interesting. Oh, yeah.
I'm not aggressive.
So I don't know, but you didn't use the EMF meter. I wonder if you were trying to find that. No, I didn't think you were aggressive. Again, yes, he did serve in the American Revolutionary War, and obviously, got to be a tough boy, tough guy to deal with. Yep. You were only 18, 19? You were young when you entered the war. Aha! Yay!
Yes, I'm here.
So that's another thing he was trying to look for, that. So he's letting me know he's here. So Hopestill is here? Cool. Glad he's here. So again,
Patience.
wow, whoa, wow, whoa, whoa. Patience, interesting. I just had to be patient for you to finally let me know that you're here. Yeah? Okay. Well, look at that EMF spiking, spiking, spiking. Like he's putting his energy in there. You can put the energy in these things too. Give it a bibbit a whap. Tippity tap. Pickety pickety up. Throw it if you want to. Not really. Don't throw it. Just give it a little jiggle wiggle. Tappy tap. Bappity bap. If you want to make them go lighty up, a little disco can happen. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I just realized I went past my time. Dang it. 31 minutes in. Yeah, I gotta get going very soon. Sorry, it's gonna be a little jiggly. I mean, fidgety. Mm.
Pool table.
I was like, there's a ping pong ball on a table. Kind of maybe looks like a pool table. Making a little thing. Yeah, pool table. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to see if you can help me wrap it up, and if you have anything else to say, this is the time to definitely say it. Or if you want to let me know you're really here, you know what to do. Did you just do it? Did you just go to red? You see me like this?
A bad spirit.
Oh, is a bad spirit entering? So why we got pool table? Because a bad spirit just randomly popped that in and said, haha. I'm going to screw up your beautiful little communication with these. We're going to just randomly spew pool table. So a trickster, maybe? Well, if things start to get more on the negative side on the spewing of words and phrases, that means I probably should just end it, say the prayer, and do what I'm going to have to do for myself before bed. So, again, I don't know. That's my theory. Again, having to lose his parents and two of his best pals, aka his brothers, and then having to go through the war during that time as well. Exactly, the Civil War, but not really
Civil.
Is it Civil War? The Civil Union? What is it? But anyways, the American Revolution. Yeah. Let me type it in real quick. Civil War was in the past, I believe. Yeah. No, it was even, no, never mind. That was 1861 to 1865.
Unlikely.
Unlikely, because it also refers to in 1776. So there you go. So here we have the dates of when it started and when it eventually ended for the American Revolution War. So technically, I have a feeling she could have had maybe gone through something.
Expose.
I don't think it is for sure, but my theory is, since we couldn't find too much on Experience, did anything happen during the time of a war?
It's watching you.
Oh. Oh wait, what? A bad spirit that's civil is trying to expose themselves, and it's watching me? Well, you're going to be watching Detective Lazaria working hard here, trying to figure out and solve the mystery of what happened to Experience Fairbanks Grout. Again, we don't have a passing certificate that says exact date, but we have a will that just is created around mid-January 1776. And her latest husband was still alive at the time, so
Candles.
You're over by the candles. I do have a bunch of candles all together. They're not on them. And if you turn on one of them, that'll be cool, because they're literally have to push a button on the bottom, or literally flick a switch on the bottom. So they go on. Oh, spooky. What was I going to say? Yeah, like I said, so if she had passed around 1775, it could have been during the very beginning of the war. I don't know if she was a tragedy of the war or what, but that's just an idea. Or she just got sick and she was 50 if that was the case. If she passed around that time, she would have been about 49, 50. So she could have had bicycle. I was going to say, and there's a bicycle in my room. No, there's not. There's no bicycle in my room. Well, I mean, pinwheel. It's got a wheel. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get the true destination of where Experience is, or when she really truly passed away. But hopefully her living relatives can find my page and help update it with, of course, proof, if it's possible. And of course, it would be lovely if they update ancestry.com too. So this detective needs to get going. What is your last word or two? I gotta go. I hate to leave, but I have to go. Bummer. Again, it is late-ish. It's getting later. As much as I love hanging out, talking with you, there's things I gotta do. Sad face. So I'm gonna just do this thing where I tap the cat ball as a little early sign off, just to see if anybody wants to interact with them, because sometimes the children like to play like that way. They're like, if I tap this one, they'll probably tap any of the other two. Like, oh, you mean like this? Or if I tap this one, they eventually get the idea, oh, that's how it works.
Okay? We occupied this land.
Exactly. See? We occupied this land. It's creepy again. People from the war. See? Yeah. I'm wondering how many soldiers during the American Revolution were. That's a lot. I don't want them all coming here. No. Just the Fairbank family of Hopestill Fairbank. Expose again.
Expose.
Expose. Interesting. They want me to expose the truth? Oh, you want to know? Oh, you want to know who won? Do you want to know who won the war? Because again, they have all passed away before 1783. Let me tell you who won. Please hold. They're like, please tell us who won. Not win. Who won? The United States of America won the American Revolutionary War. That doesn't really help them, huh? I guess. Yeah. So again, the U.S. won. So if that's what you wanted me to expose, I have it up here. So we defeated Great Britain to gain independence. Yes. Okay.
Gas.
It's either they were saying gasp, came out gas. Or you're referring to there is another war that did unfortunately involve people passing away with gas, but that's not the I think that was more the World War II than it is the this one. Not saying American Revolution didn't have let me go. Even I want to know. So no, it was not used. It was more like cannons and gunpowder and yeah, stuff like that. So there you have it. That is me. I didn't tap my ball. Sorry, I got distracted. Real quickly, there you go. That's me demonstrating. Again, you got a minute or two before I get going. So if the Fairbanks want to say thank you for communicating with us, for doing that thing where you did that page or whatever you did to Devil Sorry, we thank you. Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to talk.
I'm afraid to talk.
So again, you don't really have to talk. You can just use the EMF meter to go strong or the cap balls to confirm anything as I talk. Again, I'm trying to,
Hide.
or you can hide. Oh, that's also another thing. The kids love to play hide and seek. But I think it's more like they're shy. So maybe the spirit's shy. That's fine. Again, I'm going to be leaving very shortly. I just want to let them know. So again, I made the Find a Grave page for Experience Fairbanks Grout. And I'm hoping that her children that I suggested the edits will get approved. Except one for sure will not sadly be approved, and that is Sarah Phillips. Sad face. Again, don't know why. You saw it right there. It literally states who they are, and yet denied. So either there's a little glitch in that person's profile page or something. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, hi, Evelyn.
Evelyn.
I think Evelyn's a spirit guide. One that may have started to come for me to help me as my one for other. Are you a spirit guide, Evelyn? Are you coming to help the Fairbank family? Yeah? Awesome. I was going to say the prayer, but maybe you can do more for them. So Evelyn, can you assist the Fairbank family with Experience Fairbanks Grout? Then we have Jonas Fairbanks. Then we have Elijah Fairbanks. Then we have Hopestill Fairbanks. Then we have Rufus Fairbanks and all the other siblings of Hopestill Fairbanks. If you can just assist them, that'd be great. They passed away very young, and they went through a lot. And then when I finish with whatever I'm doing, I can check back and see if anybody, or how you guys feel. I probably won't be recording it, but I just might poke in. Oh, that's good.
We live on.
Yay! I'm glad they say that, because again, despite everything that they had gone through during the time they were living, they continue to live on with true spirits, and hopefully they are going to be at peace. I did get heaven on one of my, after I ended the camera, it did say heaven, and I'm like, oh, of course, after I turn off the camera. So at least I knew they were in heaven, so that's good. So, all right, well, like I said, I think that's it, right? I think that's it. So again, thank you in advance, Evelyn, if you are assisting them. It's probably a big handful, sorry. Maybe focus on those that really need it, and then over time you can get to the other ones if it's too much, or ask the other spirit guides. I'm sure they can help. By the way, again, Experience, cool name. Hopestill, cool name. So it's unfortunate those names aren't a thing these days. But I can see why the family would always pass their names as far as they could. I don't know what changed. There?
There.
So you're over there? As in heaven? Oh, more like there. Done. Ah, Evelyn's like, there. I did it. I helped them. Cool. Awesome. Alright. I'll just see what happens as I turn this off. But I gotta get going. Again, this is Detective Lazaria, seeking the Fairbanks family. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.